Let the games begin.
We are evaluating today. Okay, first thing, we asked for the room, so we didn't know that there would be those things. We thought evaluation, we do it here. And this technique, we are going to use it every day in the end of the day, okay? It's called human graphic. In this technique, it is not anonymous, okay? It's far from anonymous, or with 5, so it's not anonymous. We take responsibility for our opinions, and then there will be some questions, but the main thing is that we have a scale, and then we have parameters. For instance, criteria is active participation. And you will always evaluate how you were in the project, how you feel about it, okay? If you think you participated, you yourself, very actively, you are going to come near the 5. If you think you didn't participate actively, you can come near the 1. And the others are in between. Okay, this is an example. We'll show the parameter. Now we are going to evaluate active participation. Okay? This is the worst. This is bad. This is in the middle, more or less, and this is really good. If you think you participated actively in the project the whole day, you can come here or here or here, making lines, okay, like in a graphic. So, can I invite some of you to try this one, to evaluate this one?
So we're grading ourselves, yes?
I think I've
Yes.
participated a lot.
You did a lot. You participated very actively. Like this. You do the line like this. Yes, like this. Behind him. 4, okay. You go wherever you think is your opinion. And this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Who evaluated with the 2, which is not very good, talk a bit about it. Just say something about why you give a 2, about active participation, or your active participation. Anyone? It doesn't have to be you, it can be...
Not really good or bad, but in quantity. I let mine speak more.
Today you let your colleague speak more than you, do more work than you. And maybe another day it's you. Okay. So it depends on the days. Depending on the days, we can be more active or less active. And today it was for you it was a choice, yeah? Okay.
I had a program to solve the not related to project, so I hope tomorrow I will be more part.
Okay, so it was also just today, and the other days probably you will be more actively working with us.
Yeah.
Well, not with us because I was not there. Okay, so thank you. Do you want to say something?
Yes, maybe it's my English, it's not very...
That's okay.
I not all understand, maybe this is...
Okay, so the language barrier, language problem to participate more actively. The language is sometimes a problem, yeah, you too. So here we identify a language problem, okay? What I would like to say to everyone is that I should go to a chair. I would like to tell to everyone that, could you remember your name? Antonella and Patricia, yeah? Evia. Antonella and Evia are telling you that they have a little difficulty in English. Could you help them? Yeah. Okay? Next days, thank you very much, my dear. Okay, so Antonella and Evia are saying that they had a bit of difficulty in participating more actively because of the language. I will ask everyone to help them with the language and try them to be more with us, and that the language is not a barrier so much. It will always be, but not so much. Can you help us doing this? That's what it is for, the evaluation. It's also to see what we can do. So please try to help and do something, so as they use Google Translator, I don't know, use gestures, do something. Thank you. Do you want to say something about your evaluation of active participation of this criteria?
I have a pretty same problem with this. I was thinking to stand in front of the number 2 or 3, and I decided...
You chose the 3. That's okay. Okay, but do you want to say something different? No?
No.
No. Okay. Want to say something?
I can just say that I'm a little bit tired because last night I only slept 2 hours.
It's also true that the first day of the project, when you have the treat the day before or during the night, or you didn't sleep for 2 nights, it's difficult to actively participate in with all this energy. Okay, thank you very much. And behind,
Julia.
Julia?
No, I think like I don't know. I like the middle.
Okay, thank you. Do you want anyone wants to say something? Because I worry more about people who are more in this side than this one. Because if you're there, I know you're happy. So I don't worry so much. But yeah.
Tomorrow everyone will be.
No. Okay, do you want to say something? You can, of course. Anything about participation, active participation?
It was just for me. It's the first day and meeting first time everyone, and revising the gamification what we had in the first meeting and so it was,
Okay.
that's all. Like
Okay. Very good.
That's all. Otherwise,
Thank you.
they are.
It's Carol. No?
Carol.
Okay. Thank you. Someone else? No? Here? Do you want to say something? You so much. Okay. So I would like you to get back over there, okay? Because I have another parameter, but I want to. The lesson could be very good, but for me, it was not useful. Okay? We are not evaluating if it was interesting, if they were good trainers. We are evaluating if it, for me, it's useful or not. So it depends also on each person's characteristics, each person's background, of course. Okay? We are not saying they're not good. Okay? So usefulness of contents. So now we have no one in the 1, the 2. Everyone can say something if he wants, if she wants. Could you say something?
Yeah, me.
Okay, thank you.
I want to say that all the first part, I remember the elements of the games, the guys were explaining all that. I was really interesting and they were really useful for me because I could really associate or think about the life and differences and things that are similar between real life and a game. And it's like I really like it, and it's like I'm going to a hostel thinking about that. And it's like the second part maybe it was a little bit tired, or maybe it was a little bit specific of some games or types of games that maybe I don't like that much. But the first part was really.
So the second part was less useful for you?
Yeah,
and you didn't like so much. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
For me.
Anyone who shares this vision or something else about the usefulness of the contents?
For me, it's like gamification is something new for India, especially for non-formal education, and personally me. So starting right from the history, when I came to know the first video game. So right from that to now.
So that's why
Yes,
for you it's
everything.
very useful because it's also new. Yes.
Yes, and
Okay.
then question answers and calculus, mix of everything. That same time they are evaluating or getting to know like how much we learn. So it is very important.
Okay.
So it's good.
Okay. So another one. It's this one. Could you go back so we see clearly? This one, we are evaluating this now, fun. If you had very much fun, you go to 5, not fun at all, no fun, 1. Okay, could you do it again, please? We are evaluating fun of the day, the whole day, okay? Very clear. No, you can say there, that's okay. Okay. Okay, we have no space. Everyone chose the 3 except 3 persons. 1 the 2, 1 to the 4, and nearly the big majority under 3, just in the middle. Okay, so because this is the result, and I think because this kind of project with games, we should have a bit more fun, maybe. Maybe we could have the 4 for more people, okay? So I would like now, the question is suggestions. How can you make this week, how can we have more fun? How can we make this week to be more, not funny, but more agreeable, more pleasant for everyone? Suggestions. Thank you. Could you remember your name? I'm sorry.
I'm Marilyn.
Okay,
We
Marilyn.
already did all this thing that we want to do more like group works, because if we are like more people, then it's more fun.
So,
It's hard to, if you're alone, it's hard to be like super fun.
okay. Tell me if I understood. You want more group work?
Yes.
Yes, that's it? Okay, more group work. We'll try to do it. Okay, guys and girl? Guys and girl? Okay. So more group work. We'll try. One more suggestions. Thank you, Marilyn, very much for the suggestion. Julia?
Yeah. I know that you made the game of the presentations and the, at first because we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to have a game like that, like in the middle or maybe something like that. Because at first I am like I don't know how to say. I'm not tired, so it's okay for me to go and sit and listen, and it's okay. And then maybe I need like a game that involves my body.
Okay, so you want more games like energizers, but also another game of presentation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Okay. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. That I will do it because it depends on me. So I'll try to do it. I will write it down. Okay. More suggestions about fun. Trying to have this week more pleasant, more agreeable. No? Group work and another presentation game and more games with movement and body. Okay.
Great.
All right. We'll do a relaxation body game. Okay? Just now, right now. But you are not evaluating the relaxation game. Maybe tomorrow we do the relaxation game before evaluation. I don't know. You will tell me what you prefer. Okay? All right. Another one. Can you go back? In a nice way, in a pleasant way. If people were nice to us. Not only Portuguese, but all the nationalities interacted well, and the human relations, interpersonal relations were okay. Okay? So if you could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you think they were not very much, you have to tell it because we have to improve. That's why evaluation is important, okay? Okay? All right. So, I would like you to say something about this, because you chose 2 and you chose 3, so we need to know how to interact better with you and also between us.
For me it's first day, and since I believe from tomorrow there will be more group work, so we just came and started our work here, so probably that's why I'm not having conversation among all.
Okay.
So maybe thinking that...
if I understood, today it's difficult to evaluate human relations because you didn't relate so much. It's the first day and you were in the classroom more individually. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's it. Nothing wrong happened?
Nothing.
There wasn't nothing that you didn't like? No?
No.
You're happy?
Yes.
Okay. It's very important for me. Okay.
Question. What did you score in the Barcode player type?
So
Exactly.
that's what my intention is.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Matthias, do you want to say something?
I agreed with him, and one of the girls said that we could even make some games from groups from different countries, so we can involve each other.
Okay, tomorrow we do a game about games,
More games
involving an intercultural perspective. We mixed persons from different countries in the same group. Yeah, it's that it? Okay.
One more thing, because I believe we've been accommodated in different places, we are not really getting into it. And few of us were also suggesting that after the session we can get together for dinner. Everyone can, in
Very
a group
good
we can say,
suggestion.
okay, all we can go there for dinner. So maybe we can get
Okay, so I didn't know that. So you sleep in different different places. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's a problem.
So this is also difficult for human relations. If you, after the session, everyone goes somewhere else, it's difficult to relate, to interrelate. And this is important. Okay, so the suggestion of Karen is that when we finish, we talk to each other to see how we do to meet in the evening. Yes? So don't go away, please.
There is a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
I've already done it, so...
all right, so I don't worry about this. Okay, I will not be able to be with you at night for several reasons. One of them is that I have a daughter and I don't have a person to stay with her, and also because of work. It's not always now, but of work, so I cannot. But I will try one of the nights to have dinner with you, but I have to check which one I manage. Okay? So. Human relations. Anyone wants to say something else? Okay, thank you very much. Just one last one. I want another one, but you tell me the criteria. What can we evaluate in a project like this? You make the criteria.
Outside temperature.
Sorry? Okay, we will get outside temperature. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Wait, I like it. What's 5? 5 and what's 1?
5? Now it's not hot. Listen. Listen. It's not hot or cold. It's if you think the outside temperature is very good, you give bad. If you think it's very bad, you put 1. Because what is good for me, maybe it's bad for you. This, you are evaluating outside temperature. Sorry for my handwriting, okay, it's horrible, but you know what it is. Outside temperature, was it good for you or was it not? For you, it was very good.
Because, I come from, in my country now, summer, very, very hot. Sometimes we can't sleep overnight. Summer, so
cool. Okay, for you it was not good.
No, in Estonia it's really warm and it's the longest and warmest clothes I have.
But listen, your name, sorry?
Marie.
Marie, I have loads of clothes. I bring clothes for you tomorrow, okay? No, I will. You're cold. You're a bit cold, yes? And at night it's cold, so I will bring clothes for you. Okay? Maybe today, but my beautiful clothes are at Lisbon, not in Santarém. But maybe today I give you something not very nice, and tomorrow I'll bring something nicer. So I'll bring you clothes. Mine. I'm more or less of your size, so it's okay. So I'll bring you clothes, okay? So I have to bring clothes. You know, evaluation is for this. We have to take care of person, so we have to improve. I will take clothes. For you, I don't have clothes for all those people. Okay, but tell me something. What's about you?
No, I want warmer.
You would like to have a warmer climate at this time of the year.
Yeah.
It's not useful. It's not usual to be so cold. And at night you'll see it gets worse. So it's true that climate change is happening in Santarém. Sure. Someone else?
I'm just afraid of but then while we are coming and going to our accommodation place, if it's raining, could be worse. If it's the beginning of the session and we get late.
Okay.
No,
For me,
but only I think for the day after tomorrow, Wednesday.
Is it raining Wednesday?
It says so, but it's only like...
Okay, listen, I'm going to bring all the umbrellas I have. No, seriously. I will bring all the umbrellas I have at home. If you have some umbrellas yourself, I don't know, if you do, bring some, and then you will share the umbrella. That makes human relations warmer, okay? If you share an umbrella, you will be very close and it will be warmer and you will not get wet. So I'll bring 3 or 4 umbrellas. If you bring 1 or 2, you will bring to each place of the accommodation, okay? And I will bring some clothes for people who feel they are. You choose. I bring a suitcase and you choose whatever you like. And then in the end, you give me the whole thing, okay? Well, if you want to keep them, we'll negotiate. Okay. Thank you very much. I just want, can you go back again? Just another one, another criteria you want to evaluate. This one was important to evaluate today. It was, can you remember me your name? Graitis was, it was you who suggested this, no Graitis? It was you?
Yeah.
Okay, he was saying this and laughing, but see, it was important? See, it was important? I have two persons who were called. Thank you very much for thinking about this. It wouldn't cross my mind, but it was so important. Do you want clothes also? No. You don't have to use my clothes. I can ask some guys. Okay. Just another one. Come on, another one. For you, for this project, that you think it's important to evaluate.
Organization.
Sorry?
Organization.
Organization, very important. Okay? It's with a Z, no?
Yeah.
Organization. Could you come here? We are evaluating the organization. By this, we have to say what we mean. By this, do we mean the accommodation, the food, the transport, all these things? So listen. Listen, now we are evaluating organization. We are evaluating organization, the accommodation, the food, the timetable, all these kind of things. Could you come? Organization, accommodation, food, timetables, transport, all these kind of things, okay? Ana e Mário e Paulo, este é muito importante. Não, mas não é isso, mas agora tenho que ouvir porque vamos falar disto, tá bem? Okay. So, could you talk about organization and to see if we can improve something?
Yes.
I don't know if you can.
I'm not sleep. I'm hungry.
Okay, it's very important, this one, especially this one, to listen, because maybe here we can improve, okay? So, you say you didn't sleep well, and you were hungry. You didn't eat as much as you would like.
It's not good food.
You didn't like the food?
No.
You think it's not good quality food?
No.
Okay, and you?
We came in the middle of the night, it was so cold, and the man in the hostel didn't know we were coming, so it was
difficult.
Confused
Yes.
situation.
The persons at the reception didn't know you were coming, and it was very confusing.
We had to wake up and
he was sleeping.
He was sleeping and he didn't know we were coming.
Okay, all right, and you?
Same with me. When I arrived, it's a long journey, and then the lady at the reception, she didn't know. First, she refused that you don't have booking, and I was like, what? Then she found out. She called here and there.
You are at the same place or no?
No.
No, different places, but you had the same problem.
The problem is we were in different places.
Okay.
Okay. I think.
But the thing is that in a different place, the same thing happened to him.
Yes, and tomorrow comes another person from Croatia, and I think he will stay another one place.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so maybe here we can talk with Anna.
Yeah, that's one thing that I would like to say. It's not that excusing this, but the how do you say, the booking hotels and all this. It was from the coordinator organization part. Okay, they have booked the hostel and they have booked the places where you are staying. For the food now, it's our responsibility, but you are free if you don't want to go to the canteen. You are free to go somewhere else. There is no.
Yes, because if I understand the money that it's you who use the money of the project to pay the meals. Yes.
Yes.
So I understand what Anna says. If you don't like the food, maybe you can go somewhere else. But we can also talk with each other, because if most of the people want to go somewhere else, maybe we go together, so we have human relations, I don't know, human contact. But it's a decision of the whole group. We can talk about this, and it's important to talk about this, okay? I'm going to give the word to someone else, but then we come back to this, okay?
Well, that was not a complaint, but even the organizers should know that this happened, so next time
Of course.
it won't happen. Because the lady, she also asked me to pay the money. I said it's already been paid, so why I have to, well, I had the cash, but what if I wouldn't have had my cash, card shouldn't have worked? It could be a difficult problem because after coming from long journey and spending 1 hour at the reception, I said, okay, at least let me go, and in the evening we will sort out. So this is not your fault, but the hotel, you know, that they should understand.
Listen, evaluation is for this.
Yeah.
If you all say 5, this goes in 2 minutes. Okay, if I don't give you the time and right to speak, this doesn't mean much. It means something. But it doesn't mean much.
Me and my two colleagues
Okay?
from Croatia, we had also some traffic problems because the flight was delayed, and we had to hurry up when we got our luggage at the airport, then running to the metro, then from the metro to the...
So it's also a transport, a means of transport problem.
Yes, to the Orient station, then with a train, and then we need to take a taxi to the hotel, and we were very...
Okay.
The lady in taxi didn't know English.
So maybe we have to see if it's not like that to go back to the airport, to check that the timetable, so you don't have so much stress to take the plane when you go back. I don't know, but this maybe you have to talk with Anna, okay, about the means of transport, because now you are already here.
Yes.
But you have to go back, so at least at the way back you don't have these problems with the travel, okay? So maybe you check the timetables and all that, okay? More things you can say. Even people who have given 5, you can speak. Everyone can speak about organization. What could we improve?
Yesterday we had problem. You came here alone, and when she arrived, we figured out that in Sunday the passes don't arrive. So it was like 8 o'clock or 9 or 10. 10:30.
No, it was an adventure for me, but I was like, okay, where I'm going, it's dark. Maybe I didn't have my pepper spray, you know, for the like, if somebody comes, like I don't know, like. So I was like, I didn't have any numbers. I had like 5% of battery. So I asked for some help, but yeah. I expected maybe that I have someone to call, like, can you pick me up, or and the taxi driver was, where is this place?
Yes,
I don't know.
yes. Same happened with us. The taxi driver
Listen,
came out.
tell me, the taxi driver.
I showed Afonso Enriquez 79, and he didn't know. And so the taxi driver asked another taxi driver, and so she knew.
You were at the train station?
Yes.
And he didn't know?
No.
But no, erano taxisti daqui. Because drivers are from here.
I don't know
It's
why.
very strange, but
yeah.
but I knew you, of course. So,
Yes.
But I want to say that I really like that we have like these things. They're very cool, and this all this like the game points and everything.
Okay.
And I'm just happy to be here. So I don't want to say like it was like bad, because it was.
No, but you're happy to be here. But if you can be happier.
Yes.
Okay, that's for it. The evaluation. It's not just to put in a report. Okay, just to see what we can do. Here, do you want to say something?
Maybe I want to say I think there are some things we cannot predict. For example, the right flight, and it's always not up to organization. It's also up to us. So I also had some problems, but I'm happy.
But you're okay. All right. With you too. Yeah. Okay. Come. So I'm sorry. Yes.
I just arrived. The internet.
The internet. Okay. Yes. Okay, the internet, but you already tried to phone and to solve it. Okay, so this one, and I'm sure she did it. I was just checking. She probably has been the whole day trying to contact the SIPS. The SIPS is the Center of Informatics of all of the schools of the Polytechnic. So she's been trying. Sometimes it happens, and I'm sure she's trying. So
it's because of the Wi-Fi when the rooms just on the side are occupied by students, so the Wi-Fi doesn't really connect very well. But we'll try to make at least the games by cable, and then I think tomorrow we will not have so many classes there, so it will be, I hope, better.
okay, can we make a round again? Because we have to talk about the food and the dinner, the place where we eat. Can we just make a round?